Hello, am I audible?
Yes,
Okay, so Assalamu alaikum and good evening, everybody joining our today's session. So, as our today's topic is right of society, so let us start our discussion. I would start by calling out names. Muhammad Masroor Alam sir, would you start?
please give me 2 minutes. Just setting up it till the time take another.
Okay, sure. Meher Ahmad, Meher, are you there?
Yes, hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Please continue.
Okay. So, hello everyone. My name is Meher Ahmed, and today tonight I'm going to delineate my views on the topic rights of society. Hell is a reality seen too late. For people don't want their illusions destroyed, but all truths that are silenced become poisons. The statement is attributed to realist philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, who has clearly highlighted the need for the urgent action towards our topic. I often think that how we as society failed to uphold to our standards. But we do not generally care, as if we suffer from accountability and amnesia. Like when we read about the Kolkata rape case in our newspaper headlines, or when girls have to have safety apps installed on their phones or have to have car keys fumbled inside their fingers, or when they have to constantly look back to make sure that they're not being followed, to make sure that today they're not being assaulted, molested, or stalked, or god knows what. Women are not even given proper opportunities, facilities, or even uh, exposure, to say at the least, in educational institutions. The reason purely being religious orthodoxy and hoax around it, uh, and just factitious account of gender. So in the end, I just want to ask that can we refer ourselves as a convivial society who understands its responsibilities and areas that needs ameliorations? My answer is plain and simple: we do not as of yet. But that should not be the end of the line. I believe the solution can be offered at any time if given proper needs of requirements that it needs. Aristotle once said, and I quote, happiness depends upon ourselves. So we must understand that we as individuals amass a society. Having said that, I conclude my time and thank the audience for lending me an ear. Thank you.
Well said, Meher Ahmed. Now I want to invite Fiha Tawfiq.
Assalamu alaikum everyone.
Walaikum
To-
Assalam. Fiha.
Today's topic is right of society. So I want to start with the equity in our society, that we need a fair and just society. The disadvantages which are faced by a person due to their identity or background, and it should not in a way deter their progress in comparison with others. So, in an ideal society, it would take into account these disadvantages faced by such persons and take an extra step to reduce these disadvantages, and in the amount of support and opportunity so as to be able to compete with their peers. So, in equity, we have 2 points, that giving extra support to the marginalized community to achieve a level field between them and the others people too. And second, to restrict the privilege experienced by the privileged communities so as to level the field between them and the marginalized communities. So thank you.
Okay, well said, Fiha. Now I wanted to invite Udba Fatima.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
Uh,
Assalam. Please continue.
the topic of today's session is rights of society. So, as rights of society is the very topic, the first thing we should do is to know what society is actually. Um, Society basically is a group of people who share certain common norms, so common cultures, common beliefs, common ideologies, etc. And it involves a certain complex nature of relationship. So we can say in a way that society shapes an individual's identity and behavior. Now, coming towards the rights, so the first one I'm gonna put is environmental rights, which includes to avoid harmful diseases and other harmful reactions. One should do afforestation, planting trees, and to protect environment, uh, and to protect one's self, the body, etc. So, planting trees and taking care of such things comes under this right. And the next right, which is which can be included in rights of society, is the social justice, right of social justice, in which everyone must assure to raise their voices against domestic violence and other kind of evils which are happening in a society. And lastly, human rights. Human rights, I think, which are kind of inborn and innate within a human being, regardless of the membership in a society. Therefore, one should keep in mind that these are the rights which are important to follow and which are important to practice, because it enhances the nature of our existence. Thank you.
Well said, Udba Fatima. Now I want to invite Aliza Kausar.
Hello, am I audible?
Aliza, you are audible. Please continue.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Aliza Kausar, and today we will be discussing on the topic that is rights of society. And as I have read the topic, just to prepare for this speak up discussion forum, it's more or less like we have to be a human being before everything else, and we should be having respect, care, and kindness toward the other person. Have have a show of mankind that like we should be careful of what we do. And basically I'll be discussing majorly the portion of theology, because yet again it's a topic that is again very important for us to discuss. And within the theology, within the Islam, it's mentioned that whenever you have, like, if you have to express the right of society, it's basically based on like we have human beings. Like for us, what we do is basically we divide it into two portions, that basically when we have Muslims and we have non-Muslims. Now, as I have read it, there is actually not a particular difference, but the thing is that we have to be have that sunnah behavior towards the Muslim. And again, with I will be discussing with that of the non-Muslims as well. So mainly, like the first statement that I wanted to say, that we have some blood relations and we have some non-blood relations, which we actually comes across the society. But yet again, it is said that the non-blood relations are supposed to be more powerful than that of the uh, no, basically it's like blood relations. And then we have the relations with the society based on our iman. and that relation is much more important compared to the blood relations we have. And we are said to have six, at least like six rights for the, like basically what Muslim people have over us, or like Muslim society actually have. So the thing is that we first of all we have to greet the person, and the other person shall greet it like in a kind way. It's not supposed to be like you are having some sort of fight or something on that sort. And further, that like the it's like a it's not it's a very specific right, but yes, if somebody is sneezing or somebody is having trouble, you must say alhamdulillah when when the other person is sneezing. And the other person is that whenever if the other person is actually sick, then you must ask him, or at least have some care that the other person may feel like that there is some another person who is actually um, going to help me out. And further, I would like to talk about that if the person if some person from your society actually dies, and you must go for his namaz janaza. And further, if if the other person is actually giving you some like party or something, and you must attend it if you are able to do that. And further, if somebody is asking for you some advice, and you must give it, like you're not forced to give it, but at least try to help them out in some sort. And yet again, if we should be careful that we should be like we should not be harsh towards our statements. We should be kind enough to like greet the other person as a human being. And yet again, the same thing goes for like if the people are non-Muslims as well. We have to be kind towards them. We have to be like we have to be like our actions like should be justified. We are not supposed to act in some sort of a animal behavior or other stuff. It's just simple. That if you have like if you think that what you're doing is like right or wrong, then it's all about that. Like it makes a big state. It makes a big difference. And we should help we should help the person if the person requires your help. And we should like feed them or give them clothes if they are requiring. And yeah, that's basically it. And within general statements, I would like to say that we should be careful of the other person's comfort. If you are like, you have to be careful towards your right towards a good environment. You should be careful towards your right of having justice. And you should not create any troubles regarding anything that they may come across. And it feels like that society is getting a bit, because again, society is like made from a multiple number of people. It's not basically based on one or two people. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Walaikum Assalam and well said, Aliza. Now I want to invite Ariba Mansoori.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Ariba, you are audible. Please continue.
Okay, first of all, thank you for giving me opportunity. And so, as we all know, the today's topic is rights of society. So, in order to discuss about the rights of society, I would like to uh, I would like to tell that what society is. So, society is a very general term we generally use in our day-to-day life. So, as I said, that society is a group of people. We all know society is a group of people who are living together, who are living together on the basis of some shared beliefs. Okay, like there are so many societies: Indian society, Western society, and on regional basis, we can say rural society, urban society. So it is a group of people who are who have the feeling of oneness towards each other. So it is a society. And if I talk about the rights of society, so as we all know, like society is a very subjective term, right? If we talk about Western society, so they have their own issues, they have their own demands, they have their own, demands, issues, and they want something else. And if I talk about Indian society, so it also have their own issues, it also have their own challenges. So I'll specifically talk about Indian society. So there are so many issues in our society, like communal problem, caste problem, and gender inequality, and improper justice. Right. So these are the some problems which we are facing in Indian society. So I would say that we want, as an Indian citizen, I want a society, or a society aspire to be a communal free. okay, we want a society where the communal roots would not be present, right? And we want a society where the caste-based discrimination is not present, and we want a society which is caste-free. And as we all know, that Indian society is a patriarchal society, so it is also kind of challenge for the Indian society. So Indian society aspire to be a gender-free society, like where every gender has equal opportunity, have equal access to get resources. And nowadays, a very important problem which we all are seeing in our society, that is improper justice, and I should say that improper use of rule of law. You know, as we all know that rule of law means that everyone is equal before law. Doesn't matter that he or she is a daughter of some richest person, or he or she is a daughter of some poor person or common person. Rule of law is equal for all. Everyone will get equal punishment if he or she commit a crime. Doesn't matter what the crime is. So I think Indian society should aspire for a rule of law, for a proper justice. So these are the few things. I would like I would say these are the few things which Indian society should aspire for considering the current situation of India. So this is from my side.
Well said, Miss Ariba. Now I want to invite Muhammad Masroor.
Thank you for the opportunity, and I agree with all earlier speaker. Good point they have added and told. So now, so about the right of society. So there are six main point about right of society. So first point, right to justice. One of the four main rights that society holds over its member is the right to justice. Every individual is entitled to fairness regardless of their social status, religion, or ethnicity. Justice is not just a legal requirement but a moral obligation. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon, said that beware whoever oppresses the rights of others, I will be their advocate on the day of judgment. Second point, right to security and peace. A peaceful society is one where every individual feels secure. Islam teaches that the safety of the community is paramount. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon, said, "A true Muslim is one from whose tongue and hand others are safe." Third point is right to welfare and support. So in this already we know about zakat, the pillar of Islam, five pillar of Islam. One of the uh, point is zakat. So this zakat amount is used for welfare and support for growth of the society. Fourth point is right to mutual respect and dignity. Respecting other dignity is a key aspect of social rights in Islam. Every individual has the right to be treated with honor and respect. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon, highlighted the importance of respecting other when he said, "None of you truly believes until he loves for his brother what he loves for himself." The fifth and last point, right to education. Islam strongly encourages the pursuit of knowledge and education for all members of society. So, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon, said, "Seeking knowledge is an obligation upon every Muslim." So, whatever we have, when we born in family, then first we learn from our family, then society impact very very impactful role play in our life. So if we stay in a good society, so we contribute nation building and our growth self as well as others. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Well said, Muhammad Masroor. Now I want to invite Muhammad Shakil.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Please continue.
First of all, Assalamu alaikum to all. Today topic is a little bit different. Topic is right of society. So there are many type of a right of society, but I will share with you only six. So first right is that first right is that right to safety and security means every person of society feels safe and secure from harm. Also, protection from crime, violence, abuse, and exploitation. Second right is that right to equal treatment means all members have to right of society, regardless they can do every do, but do not harm to other. Religion, gender means it means do not judge to other person on the basis of religion, gender, region, economic status. Second, third right is that right to freedom of expression means they have right express their thought, opinion, and ideas freely as long as do not in incite violence. Second, fourth is that right to education and knowledge. In the every person of society, they have to right. They can to access education, knowledge, empowers of people to make informed discussion, contribute meaningful to other community, and improve their lives. Fifth one is that environment rights means you are surviving there, so you have to right clean their surrounding and make peaceful environment means eco-friendly. So you should be clean, neat and clean around us, because this is also a right of society. When you think about your when you think about environment, so it means you are healthy, you have a water clean, you have fresh air, you have a well food. So last one is that right to preserve culture identity. People have right to practice their religion, customs, and tradition without interference, as long as practice do not have uh, do not interfere of other person. So these are very important. And last one is serve the society is also part of serve the society part of the it's also a right of a society. So just like we have to no, sorry, I have to proud because I am part of Aliga, your NGO. These are because these are part of a right of society. So I want to wind up this discussion with one शेर. मैं दे रहा हूँ तुझे खुद से इख्तलाफ का हक. मैं दे रहा हूँ तुझे खुद से इख्तलाफ का हक. ये इख्तलाफ का हक है, मुखालिफत का नहीं. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Well said, Shakil bhai. Now I wanted to invite Nazia Shakil.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Nazia, you are audible. Please continue.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are
Yes,
audible.
Nazia, please continue.
Okay, all right, all right. So, hello everyone. So, today's topic is rights of society. So, as we all know, we are all part of a larger society, and with that comes the responsibility to respect the rights of those around us, right? So, these rights ensure peace, harmony, and justice for all. So, the rights of society include the duty to treat others with dignity, protect the vulnerable, respects public spaces, and contribute positively. whether it's through kindness to neighbor, fairness in business, or maintaining a clean environment. We each play a role in creating a better world. Together, by upholding these rights, we ensure a community built on respect and compassion. So let us all strive to fulfill our duties for a stronger and more united society. That's it. Thank you so much.
Well said, Nazia. Now I want to invite Ramsha Anis. Ramsha Anis, if you are there, please unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum. There are many rights of a society. In a society, we should try to maintain a healthy environment and we should cooperate each other. Also, we should maintain cleanliness.
Ramsha, please continue. Ramsha Anis, you are not audible. Are you done?
Yes, I told main points.
Okay. Now I wanted to invite Muhammad Umar Israr. Muhammad Umar Israr. Muhammad Umar Israr. Okay, he's left. Now I want to invite Sabi Bhai. Sabi Bhai.
Assalamu alaikum everyone.
Walaikum Assalam.
So today's topic is basically social rights, or let me see the topic is. Sorry for inconvenience. Right of society, or social rights. So Aristotle, as per Aristotle, human beings, we are a social animal. So as we live in the society, we have to meet with everyone and we have to engage with everyone. And finally, with interdependence only, we have to do our daily work. So in course of interdependence, when we interact with anyone, we have to behave in a proper way. And individual constitute the society. And thereafter, a society creates constituency and its further state and nation and then entire world. So the society is the smallest unit of individual and who interacts most frequently and contribute to each other. So basically, we should. One second, I'm just. So we should respect and give regards to everyone. And so as a society, the thoughts are not in common to everyone. It's just a group of persons. So if the thought and the working condition and the notion and the idea matches with everyone, that will become a team. So group, what I know, like group is a gathering of person, and a team is a gathering of person with common notion or common idea. See, for example, suppose we there is a rainy season and we are crossing by the road or any place. So if rain started heavily, then we'll try to save ourselves and we'll go to some shade. So suppose I went and some other person is still there, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 person came in continuously. If rain is continuously, then after some time we'll try to move away from the situation, or we will try to save ourselves from the situation. So suppose there are 8, 10 persons, and the common notion of all 8, 10 person matches, and everyone start deciding like, yes, we have to cope up with the situation, and we have to plan something so that we can move safely from this location. So that groups become a team, and that affects the entire procedure. So that it's not like 1 plus 1 is 3. That become that the creativity become many increases with many folds, and finally the group become when the group becomes team, so they will definitely come up with a solution, and which will help them to move to get rid of the situation. So what I am saying, like, as we live in the society, we have to respect everyone. And if there is any differences, we have to cope up with the differences in amicable way, and we have to move as per the consideration with or some common minimum program. So it is the notion of a person to share the ideas with other, and if the ideas are not good, we have to respect the ideas in proper way, and in a way that does not affect the thought of that persons also. So, and as the society is the minimum smallest group of a uh, the nation or country or anything. So if that groups, that institution work properly, then definitely the chances are high that the growth or development will be at maximum pace. So as everybody has shared the basic thing about the society, like the security should be there, the justice should be there, and if suppose I'm staying in the society and no one is giving importance to me, or even if I am just serving so I'm doing the social work, or I am contributing in the progress and growth, so I'll feel boycotted from the society. So that should not be the notion of ourselves. We should contribute in a way, and we should respect and we should regard the others also, and till the extent that does not affect the idea or notion of the other person. And there are things that which we cannot teach or learn. That is the conditioning of person, the society where we live, the family where we live. That is from that only. So what we do, our children should learn that only. So when we are used to stay in the family, we have to teach our children that there should be the habit of sharing the things, sharing the ideas, sharing the food, sharing the clothes, everything. So if there is if we will not teach the sharing idea to our kids from the very initial stage, then there are chances that when they will become big or they will become adult, they will not be a good social person. So ultimately, the kids are the future of the nation. So nation, I'm saying nation every time, because the society is the smallest unit. Yeah, it is true that family is the first unit, but after that, family is the internal 4, 5 person used to say, but in society, n number of person used to say to stay with the different ideas, with the different purpose, with the different thoughts. So and when the condition are favorable in family, the condition is favorable. Everybody will understand our thoughts. My father will understand me, my mother will understand me. But in society, no one cares about the thought of other. So we have to give respect and dignity to other person, and then only there are chances that even we'll get respect. If there is a playground, we should invite others also to come and share the things and participate in the daily activities. And if there is any new person is coming in society, we should give invitation to come if someone is not extrovert. So we have to take initiative to discuss and to sit with them. And as per Islamic perception, concept, we have to meet and greet everyone with a good names or good things. So all these are my ideas, and other can proceed with.
Well said, Sabi Bhai. Now I wanted to invite Gulshri. Gulshreen, if you are there, please unmute yourself.
I think Gulshareen is facing some network issue, or maybe she's busy somewhere. But I have a question. Can I raise it?
What did you say? Should we wait for Gulshreen or wind up the session?
No, no, no. I'm saying that I have a question.
Yeah, please, please.
Okay. So, as Sabibhai quote the Aristotle statement that man is a social animal. So, but there is a different ideology which is going on in market, that is the individualism, and everyone is like individualism is in emphasis on the self. Like we shouldn't care about others. Just focus on yourself. Just focus on your own growth. Might is right. Like situation is going on, and we see social media and all these kind of things are going on. So I just want to know, or I just want to ask to all of you like due to this individualism, people are forgetting the importance of society. They are forgetting or neglecting the positive things about society, or like solidarity kind of a thing. So I want to ask like what are the ways, or what are the solution which should which should maintain the importance of society, or which could revive the concept of society, which is nowadays, which is destroying by the western culture, or like that. Maybe I'm clear to all of you.
Very true, very true, very true. Say, the basic things is we are because differences are. We are because differences are. The simple sentence convey a lot of meaning. If there will be no differences, then it's very difficult to survive. The earlier also I said, if there will be no differences, and suppose I'm selling potato, means everyone will sell potato because there is no difference in the thoughts of the person. If I'm a writer, everybody will be the writer because there is no difference in the thoughts of the person. So differences should be there, and a differences give the idea of reasoning. If there is no differences, then idea of reasoning will not. It will be illogical. There are persons who say individualism. Individualism. Say when I went to Europe, what I had seen that I was crossing the road. So someone came and just when there is a share of glances, he smiled or she smiled. When I saw other person, he smiled, she smiled. When I was interacting, I just looking at the faces of the person, everybody is smiling. So later on, I understood that it is the nature of the person to smile, look and smile. But in India, if I wake up and suppose I'm going to the college, I'll look to look at the eyes of some person and I'll smile. He'll say, मेरे दाल नाक कान आँख मुंह में कहीं कुछ लगा हुआ है क्या? isn't it?
Yes, you are right.
वो कुछ सोचेगा कि यार लगा क्यों, या फिर कुछ मतलब यार मेरे को हैज ही सीन समवेयर, हैड वी एक्वेंटेड समवेयर, ऐसा. बट देयर आई हैड सीन एवरीबॉडी यूज्ड टू स्माइल. Smile like it's not giggling or something, just the expression change. I was crossing the signal, somebody came, I was standing, somebody came, we exchanged the glances, then they smile. Initially, as Indian, मेरा चेहरा वैसे ही था, but later on even I started smiling. So that is basically the behavior of a person. And it may be that the number of person, the population is less, so they used to share the glances. In India, number of person is high, very high, very much so. How many times will you smile? Maybe the case, I don't know. So when I met the person, several person over there, so they are not very much social, because see they used to fix some time to get social. But in our conditioning, whenever we used to go to the market, we used to meet someone. Suppose I'm going to the college or office, so I may be late because कोई रास्ता में मिल गया and we started doing do and slap like that. So it is not same across in the nation, across the world, that individualism or this social concept is same. So that varies from person, from locality to locality. They see someone is residing in Noida, so I had seen that rarely person used to exchange the food, exchange the item or anything. But a person who is staying in Aligarh or Delhi, congested area of Delhi, they used to share everything, almost everything. When someone go to balcony, they used to smile, they used to discuss the thing. But in Noida, very few, with a high-rise building, so nobody is very concerned about other person. They, if someone knocks the door, even they will used to say think like have they they came for some thing in need like potato, onion, or sugar or something. So the culture is getting wiped off. But it is true that we live in society, and uh, without the social, without the social gathering, or without the social interaction, is very difficult to survive. And earlier also I said, Stephen Covey, he has written a great book, Seventh Habit. So in that he has mentioned a lot about interdependence. So in society, when we used to stay, we had to depend on others also. We cannot manage everything by ourselves also. And again, society, 2, 3 days before we had discussed about the rights of the neighbor. So society is again a concept of neighbors only also. So in the good or bad circumstances situation, only they will come first, and thereafter other will come for help. So there are a lot of ideas, but what I think, like, one, we have to meet with the other person, and if anybody is suspicious about like why this person is using it, better to avoid them. I hope Riba, I had answered your question.
Yes, you explained very beautifully by taking example of India and Aligarh and Noida. Um, you know what happened with me, like I'm not that kind of a girl, like I'm very much sensitive to my environment. Like for example, if I'm with my friends, then if we are with friends, then sometimes we do some shararat kind of a thing. So whenever i I go to commit these kind of things, so I very much concerned about my surrounding. Like if I'm in hostel, that I thought that there should not be senior in my surroundings, or wardens or something like that. But when I think these kind of things, then my friend always said that you are afraid, or you are very conservative, you have conservative thinking, or you are very outdated kind of a thing. Because they are saying that if you want to live freely, then don't care about others. So these are the things which I don't think it is right, because like society, the people or the environment around us, these things are making social or I should say like control on ourselves. And like if we are doing something wrong, so somehow we should concern about the society, because they are controlling us. So I think the concept of society should be revived again, so that the crimes which are happening, like it create a kind of social control without any police, without any violence. So I think it should be revived. Are you there, Gulshareen? I think you are left. You have to speak. Hello, are you? Am I audible to you, Gulshareen? Uh,
I
So,
think there
hello.
is a network issue with Gulshan.
idea idea of this group is to have an amicable discussion. So please share the ideas, and the best part is like we no one knows the other. I think so. Please share the ideas, and it will definitely boost the speaking power or the confidence level. It's not that time is over or what. Still 8 minutes is left. Try to share your views. Everyone, I'm requesting that everyone, those who are present, everyone. And Ariba, like you are saying, how to strengthen the bonding. So just start the sharing habit. Like start sharing the things with other. Suppose if you are cooking something, so just share a way to them also. Definitely, the 2 days before, after, or after 4 5 days, a week after a week, they will come and give something to you also. And from that, yeah, discussion will start. And yes, as the things has changed a lot in last 20 years, so we have to be cautious. We should not start engaging with a xyz person. So we have to see the background also before meeting. There are n number of a person who are present, who want to take the advantage of the situation. So we have to be cautious on that ground also.
Yes, bhai. In the 18th century, or just we see the our society before the independence period. So that time, the Indian society was full of evils. There were so many superstitions were there, and people were not rational. And we talk about rationality, scientific temper. These were the things which the intellectuals of that time was aspiring. But nowadays, I don't know, but nowadays I think people are becoming very much rational. Like, for example, you said that I should share my, like, if I'm making something, delicious or something like that, then I should share to my friends or my neighbors like that. So, what is happening? Like, if I'm going to share something to my neighbors or to my juniors or seniors, so people think that there might be a reason behind it, why she's sharing these kind of things. So I think people are becoming very much rational nowadays.
Ramsha, Anis, are you audible? Am I audible to you?
Yes, you are audible.
प्लीज शेयर सर योर व्यूज. अगर आपको इंग्लिश में नहीं लगता है बोलने में, हिंदी में ही बोलिए, नो इश्यूज. विथ सम मिक्स्ड इंग्लिश, एंड ग्रेजुअली व्हेन यू स्पीक ना, यू विल स्पीक प्रॉपर्ली. बोलिए, ओपन अप, ओपन अप.
Gulshreen, do you want to speak or if there is any network issue?
रमशा अनीस भी कर रही थी.
Okay, so should I wind up the session or wait? Do you, any of you want to speak something or should I wind up the session? Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us today and hope you all join us inshallah in Monday's session.